I'm going to do a reading I don't normally do. I'm just going to do a for whoever needs it reading. For whoever needs it. For whoever needs it. Yeah. I see a lot of anxiety around money and sustaining family right now. Sustaining what we have. A lot of anxiety about that. Feeling like we aren't financially capable. You know, there's like a hardship with money in the family. Not able yet. Really trying to work together. Really trying to work together. You know, peaks and valleys of life. Yeah. Some of you are really waiting on the past to return. You're waiting on the past to return. Living in the past. Waiting on someone from your past to return. I've never seen that happen before. Yeah. Leaving you kind of stuck. Go ahead. They showing off today. They're all showing off today. I know that's right. Okay, y'all. Let's do it. Let's pull it. I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's do it. For whoever needs it. Okay. There's a lot of grief. Whoever needs this message, I do see us grieving. Recent past, a lot of heavy grief. A lot of grief. Very grief-ridden. Really in our emotions. Sobbing. Yeah. The truth about the connections that we were in. The truth about the relationships that we were in. Grieving the loss of these relationships. Having to cut relationships off, getting the truth about the relationship that we're in. You know, it's coming from a place of grief. Yeah, it's over. You know, a lot of you, whoever needs this, there's been a lot of heavy grief in the past, and you're coming here for the truth on how to change it. On how to change things. There's a lot of endings in the future. A lot. People are getting the truth about the connections that they're in, and consequently, there's connections ending. Getting the truth about the connections that we're in, and those things, once the truth is out, it hits the air. You can't unknow what you know. Consequently, it does cause endings. Yeah. This was all in due time. A lot of you extremely stuck in these heavy-hearted connections. Very stuck. There was a timing issue here, you know. How long are you going to grieve this? How long are you going to be stuck in a situation that has grief and no movement? Where there's just a heavy-hearted and staying stuck there for some time. Not knowing what to do. And then you're coming here for some type of truth, clarity, and you're getting the truth and clarity that you need about these connections that you're in. Not knowing what to do, not knowing what action to take. You're getting the truth and the clarity about the connection that you're in, and a double-minded man being unstable in all of his ways. Very stuck energy. Not sure which path to go down, but whatever clarity you're getting about the relationship is going to shed light on what path you need to go on. But we're staying stuck. There's a lot of stuck energy there. Yeah. Once you get the truth about this relationship, the path becomes very, very clear, and it's an 11. It's in the divine plan, hon. It's in the divine plan. Whatever grief and sorrow, this is changing it's changing the entire game, because now someone, all this stress that we were under is now propelled you forward. Now you can take action. You can only stay stressed out so long until something has to give. Something's got to give, and it propels you forward. Ace of Wands. Action is being taken onto new adventures, things that make you happy. It's time to take action. It's Two of Wands, Ace of Wands. The path has become extremely clear. Now, it's still stressful anytime, you know, humans are creatures of habit. It's hard to make these changes. Yeah, a lot of you in third-party connections, you know, these connections, when they were good, and that's why it kept you stuck there, because I see a lot of partying and having fun and being in the same friend circle, you know, but I'm also seeing a possible third party, which I don't doubt for 1 minute, and that's what, it leaves us very stuck. Yeah. For the women out there, a lot of the people I'm speaking to, you offer a lot of fertility to the connections that you're in. You birth new things. You birth new things. Whatever connection you get in, you're blessing the connections you're in tenfold. But it's time to get really, really clear about what you offer to the table versus what's being offered to you. And it's time to make changes. It's become very clear on where to go from here. It's become extremely clear. It doesn't mean that it will be easy, because taking action on this new version of you will be difficult, but it will be financially. This is what you need. You're pulling double aces, Ace of Wands. Once this ends, we got the truth, the clarity about what's been going on, especially if it's a third party. The change is going to happen with you. You've got all the truth and clarity you need to cut this connection off. The path was unclear until you get it. And it's like, okay, this is over. It's very stressful taking action, but whatever passionate new beginning this is financially in your best interest. It's a lot of brand new, exciting things. It releases you from this hangman BS. It cuts you down. Do you understand what I'm saying? Here you are in the recent past. This truth and clarity that you receive cuts you out of this hangman position. One major arcana, you know, it's a lot of aces. You got a lot of aces here. Getting the truth and clarity you need, right into the Ace of Wands, taking action on the information you have. And it's very financially rewarding. You're able to move freely. You're able to move freely around the cabin. It's like, okay, you know, you're going to raise up and move out. And it's like, okay, you're able to move freely throughout the cabin. Ace of Pentacles, very, very, extremely financially prosperous for you. A lot to do with your wealth, your happiness, especially coupled up with the Ace of Wands. Whatever information you learned, it did cause the ending of something. It was a highly stressful connection. This is the right decision. You know, you're going to be extremely happy with the new adventures that are out there. And you're no longer going to hinder. I'm sure when you were in this connection, money was an issue. You didn't feel good about yourself whatsoever. And now we can take and do what makes us happy. Take the actions that we want to take. You know, very optimistic about what's ahead of you. Very courageous. You know, you're going to do the right thing. Yeah, this third party again, There was a lot of challenges in the relationship that we were in. It just feels like, I don't know if these were friends intervening in the relationship, colleagues, but there was more than just you and the person you were with. Seeking some type of legal counsel regarding money. Kind of hanging out there waiting on an answer from God, waiting for an answer from an attorney or something, and there's a shock. Whatever you were waiting on is a blow. It's a shock. You could have been asking, definitely, if you're coming to this channel to look for clarity, to kind of tap in on what to do. You know, what is the practical, logical, sound thing to do? You know, whatever you're waiting on is very shocking. Again, with the death card, again, it's in the same position we just left. It's over. It's very stressful information. Someone here is just shocked at what they are. You know, you were waiting. It's like you were waiting for the tower, waiting around for the poop to hit the fan is what was happening. You're waiting around for the poop to hit the fan. And, you know, there's a death. The death is extremely, it's the tower and the death. Something extremely shocking happens, and then boom, it's over. It's extremely stressful. And I feel like that too. Boom, and it's over. You were waiting around. Somebody was just kind of waiting around for the tower, waiting around for it to pop off. Yeah, waiting around, extremely stressed out. Your anxiety was through the roof about this third party. Anxiety and fear through the roof about this third party. This Queen of Wands, Sagittarius energy. This person is very creative, resourceful, takes action. She's a good-looking woman, but whatever this shocking thing was, it's a huge betrayal. Huge, huge. There's a feminine here that gets the shock of a lifetime. A feminine energy, anyway. It doesn't have to be a woman, but, you know, takes very good care of themselves, very witty, very creative, very resourceful, beautiful. It ends it. Whatever hits the air, this person was was extremely anxiety and fearful. You already knew. You were just waiting for it to pop off. I'm seeing someone here, you know, take action, because this changes everything. Whatever we find out changes everything. You've been extremely stressed out about it. I have it here. Very anxiety ridden over a third party, very fears, losing sleep. The tower pops off, just kind of waiting for the tower to pop off, and it ends it. And it's stressful dealing with this betrayal. A lot of endings here. The death card being clarified by 2 10s, 10 of swords, 10 of wands. It's reached its maximum capability. If this was a board, like a 2x4, or like a shelf, okay, and we keep adding weight to it, we keep adding pressure to the board, eventually the shelf is going to collapse, and that's just it. It cannot be sustained any further. Everything has its breaking point, and that's what I'm seeing here. Boom, boom, and it just all comes crashing down. Yeah. This is some type of legal issue. There's a third party here. This person's extremely stressed out because it's going to become a legal issue. It's time to make things right. It's time to do the right thing. This person's extremely stressed out because there's legalities here. But the heavens is here. You know, in some way, shape, or form, there's an answered prayer here that's going to come out of this tower. This is what needed to happen. This is what needs to happen so that, you know, a lot of you are going to feel very rejected. you know, it's over. There was a lot of stress, very high anxiety. It's created some legal trouble. Whoever's here to take action on it, especially with the judgment on the bottom, it's going to be a very legality issue, justice, judgment, hierophant. There's a lot of legalities to this, a legal situation. Things have just become way too hard. There's too many betrayals. It's time to, and there's too much financial loss here as well. 5 of Pentacles. Money was going downhill. It's time to take action. I do see the heavens getting involved. And in some way, shape, or form, there's light at the end of the tunnel, is what I'm saying. This will be an answered prayer, but you got to let it all play out. That you could not stay stuck in this just for legal reasons. Someone here was extremely stuck in something just because of the legalities of things. Really working hard to sustain this love that we have. Really working hard to sustain this love that we have. There's a lot of hard work that goes into being in a relationship. You know, it's singular focused. There's a good message coming in, you know, a small invitation, a date. Yeah, a message about the legal issue. Good message. There's a legality issue here, but it's the right thing. It's like making something right. It's time to be fair. There's a message coming in about being fair. It could be a message from a lawyer's office regarding a legal situation. A lot of major arcana in the present and in the future. Definitely could be the lawyer's office. Definitely the lawyer's office. Justice and the Hierophant. How do I make this right? Someone could be reaching out to the other's family. A message, you know, how do I make it right with the family? If not, I mean, it could be a combination of the two. Someone calling the other person's parents. Talking to their parents about the legalities. You know, what do I do? How do I make, you know, what can I expect going forward? Yeah. Whatever message this is, it's like, well, you know, you really need to take some time out to think about things. This message is like, it's time to reflect on what's going on, take some time out to heal. It could be a message about healing a relationship. Yeah, I felt that. There's somebody here, there's a message coming in, they've had some time to reflect, they want to make things right. Definitely considering healing a connection. 2 of Cups with the 4 of Wands. You know, this is the people that we love. This is the family. It's there could be a legality issue here over a home and a relationship. You know, we're going to have to balance the scale out here on this relationship and this home, this union that we are tied to. Yeah, we're definitely tied to this union, most likely a marriage. This is most likely a marriage. Hierophant, 4 of Wands. There was some assets here for sure. Yeah. It's not going to be over overnight, and it's not going to be healed overnight either. You know, there's something here that we are tied to, and I felt that before it even hit. And it's family. You know, we are tied. There's a lot of commitment here on family. There's a lot of legalities now in the future. This isn't going to be something that is going to be repaired. It won't be repaired quickly, because any good relationship has, good relationships aren't built overnight. I also see a family leaving someone quite stuck in a situation. Yeah, definitely a wife. Definitely a wife. This person that's reaching out to you, you know, this female is extremely abundant. Whatever she touches, she makes flourish tenfold. You know, 1 + 1 is 2. This person's extremely happy, they're bright, they're vibrant, they're hardworking, they accomplish whatever they set their mind to. When this person, ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and that's for sure. You know, could be a legality issue here, but it's time to make something right. This person is feeling very rejected, and money is on the decline in this equation. Someone here, the money's just on the decline, and they're feeling quite rejected. Left out, you know, they're feeling left out of this union. You know, how do we make this right? There's someone here just feeling left out of the union. I'm also seeing pages could be children. It's like it's time to really think about what we're going to pay for these kids. What do you think is fair? There's an Empress here that is definitely come to light. Whatever was hidden has come to light. This person has worked very hard in this connection. Someone here is being rejected. Yeah. All is not yet revealed here in the future. You know, it's 2 major arcana, you know. Not seeing eye to eye. There's some family here that just does not see eye to eye. There's a lot of illusion, a lot of fear. There's some secrets here that just haven't come all the way out either. You know, I see legal counsel here. I see things not moving very quickly due to all the family that's involved. And I see a lot of fear. I see a lot of secrets that just have not come out yet. There's definitely secrets, and there's definitely fear around it. I do see people here just feeling rejected by family, being kicked out of a home perhaps. I do see a secret here, and it's like this person hasn't moved on with they haven't moved on either. Things just aren't moving very quickly for this person or their family. If they are stuck in a union, you know, it's held there by secrets. It's held there by like scotch tape and zip ties, you know. Not a very secure connection. Not a very secure connection. In the recent past, you know, I do see where we were dating. Very happy, very, you know, really working hard at this, really, you know, and then all of a sudden there's a lot of rejection, there's a lot of secrets. It's really turned into a mess. It's work trying to get whatever these secrets are out. It's like the past here. It's working in the past situation. Again, this is where we started. 5 of Cups, really grieving. We started here. It's like we're just going to repeat. This feels like a rerun. 5 of Cups. Here we go with the grief. Yep. Praying for this relationship, praying for a knight in shining armor to come in and rescue me. Looking into something and being very judgmental about what we see. You know, if you're looking someone up on social media, extremely judgmental about what we find. You know, again with the past, I knew it was going to come up. Yeah, something comes to light. This person's really grieving, you know, the practicalities here about money and the kids. They're really grieving. It's like, what is the practical solution here? What is the path of least resistance here? But something comes to light. This person's still holding on to the past. I felt that heavy. Yeah, they are really holding on to the past. Really holding on. Something has come to light about this. Could be a business owner, but you know, this person is a King of Pentacles, meaning they do have financial investment. This person is very practical, down to earth. Yeah, something comes out. Yeah. I do see a King of Wands here, taking action. A lot of major arcana there. Yeah, someone's spending some time alone. The Judgment has, you know, the Judgment, whatever this person's spending some time alone. It's what they needed to get a clear mind, to get clear-headed. I see this person, you know, it's time to be practical and logical. This person, you know, something comes to light here. This person's very much holding on to the past. Trying to hold on to their kids, perhaps, but holding on to the past. This gentleman here is definitely taking action. I feel like there's an answered prayer here, and it will create a new cycle. It will create a brand new cycle. Yeah, yeah. The truth. Yeah, they got the truth about the past. They are hanging on to the past, and they've gotten all the clarity they need. This person's taking action to build. They want to build with this in this relationship. It's an answered prayer. This person's coming in. They are definitely taking action. It's strike while the iron's hot. Literally, striking while the iron is hot. The King of Wands takes action. He is a king too. I have two kings. Very practical. Oh yeah, this is for the win. This person has had some time to heal. They've had some time to reflect. The Judgment's final. There's a brand new cycle here, and this person wants to win. It's a Six of Wands. This person is publicly recognized as a winner, and they want to build in this union. That's what I'm seeing for whoever needs it. Hope that helps. Take care.